into the case of my other Christie projector set up so I can pull that lamp out, because that lamp is in there and refuses to come out. Alright, first things first, my company is ILEG Infusion Light Energy Gain. I'm going to be doing a demonstration. I've done this before already, but I figure we do a demonstration again. And this time we just talk more about the product itself, of course, and our projector we're using, which is our $50 Christie projector. And I've really got to get into the other one and cut into that one and get that one fixed. Over here. Screen. So my screen is 73 inches, aspect ratio, I said before, 16:10, and my Christie projector sits this way. And the reason why, I've done portrait screens on the NEC projector short throws, but the NEC all short throw projectors basically have a vent system at the bottom. So when I built the stand for it, I had to actually lift up the projector slightly so the air can flow from underneath of it. These projectors are the ones I like to use if I'm doing portrait, because they're flat on the bottom and there's no vents there. The vents are in the front. So when you do this, you best to use your projector in 16:9 or 16:10 to get the portrait setting when you need them up. And then you have to go into your computer, because it won't work on your console system at all, because the console system pretty much doesn't have the option to go in and change your screen size, unless they have them now, I don't know. But when I found out on console systems, they don't have it. I can't change it. It'd be nice if I could, because I got some really cool games on my console system. I would really like to be able to transfer over, but I can't. Let me see. So this is my screen here. This is my permanent PC screen. I'm done. I love this setup. I do love portrait. I'm a big fan of portrait screens. I just like the big ones. Let me see. So I'm using my Quantum Black Star screen paint. I'm going to have some of these screens painted up in the showroom. I'm going to do a massive size, what do you call it, portrait screen we're going to do, and we're going to do a 300, I haven't done a 300 inch screen yet. I've done 250, but I've done 300 inch. I would like to see what this thing looks like indoor, because I've never done a 300 screen indoor, and a couple other screens we're going to be doing with this coating. And we're going to do like a tutorial when some nice ladies come in, they're going to paint this screen in, show how easy it is to apply the application. Oops, some changes out. Right there. So do my everyday work on here. I have my pages on this one. Actually, my work PC is on this side, to tell you the truth. I do need to go in and update that one, to tell you the truth, honestly. I think I'm going to switch out my PCs. Let me see. Oh, and I'm in the process of picking up a QE2 projector. I've been actually trying to get one of these for a while. QE2 projector, which I can plug in my USB, and I can download movies into it and stuff like that, and take where I want it to go. Should be a cakewalk for the technology. It's 300 lumens. We're used to being on 50s. So it should be a cakewalk, but I'm definitely picking one up. Found one for a good price, and we'll go grab it. Let me see. Definitely change out my. Oh wait, I'm going to be using this. Well, where's my main work PC? Shouldn't I have it over here? Honestly, I should have it over here. I do work on this machine more. All I do is game on this. This is a gaming retro PC I built. Now I do advise people that before you do decide to do portrait setup, that try it out first. I did mine by basically buying a monitor and tilted how it worked. This is for this one. PC. I'm going to have to get all new wallpaper. And this is what happens when you have a, you transfer your PC over to your, into your whatchamacallit. Hold on for a minute. Let me see what's going on here. All right. There we go. So if you transfer over to your monitor, it looks like this, because you don't have it and no longer in you no longer have it in 16:9. So you have to transfer that back, because that's only going to read in 16:9. It's in portrait, goes back to landscape. So basically, okay, it's from portrait to landscape. That's what it is. So right now we have it on landscape on this side. And this is the piece I'm usually on, because this is what I work on, so it should be over on this one right here. So I'm going to go over and get myself some artwork. Let me see. You definitely want to change this out, this scenery right here. So definitely want to get some new artwork on here. Let me see. Man, I like the road and all, but I do want to change out the road. I want my original work that was on this one on here. That's what I want. I got really good artwork on this side. So let me see. I need to go right here. Where's my... Alright, I can't change it out until I get actual artwork there. So let me see. Is mics on this side? Mics on this side. Ultra 4K. Vertical wallpaper. Ultra 4K vertical. 4K wallpaper. Let's see what we got. But I do advise people, like, get a monitor, regular monitor, tilt it up, put it in landscape, and see if you like it. You know, go through all your favorite web pages, go through your different sites and places you work on, because everything's going to be definitely rearranged. Definitely it's going to be changed around before you actually go full throttle and go get a screen or paint a screen and do it. Let's see. Pictures. New folder. Down on. 4K. Alright, so now I can save my pictures here. Oh. Wallpaper. That's what I'm making my folder. What I want to add into it. Oh yeah, too. We gotta change this out too. I can't deal with this. The other one's in black. I want mine in black too. Where are my settings at for this thing? Where's my settings? Let me see. I changed this toolbar. Thing's driving me nuts. Settings. Start page. I don't know AI involved in this new. Let's see, appearances. Where are we at on this? It should be one that says dark up here. Mode, dark. Dark mode. Alright. Customization, plans, grants. I go to browser. Alright, until then I can get my wallpaper. Let me see what comes out. No wallpaper. Sims color. Gotta be able to change this part. I gotta go in the option to get that. This is supposed to be dark. That one's everything's in dark, which I like better. All right, back in. Like this. Definitely this right here. Just getting some random artwork to have on display. If I do the slideshows, I do like this one. What do we have on? C4K, let's do Cyberpunk. Where's that city? This one? No, this one. It's pretty hot. I like that one. Refocus not long enough. Like this one. It's pretty cool. I'll take this one. Why did it pop up on that side? Nope, we didn't request all that. You're doing too much. Requested that. No, go ahead. Alright, that's hot. I'll take that. No, you're doing too much. I don't want all that. I think that photo came up. No, photo did not come up. That's what I was checking, because these photos don't come up at your slideshow acts up. Okay, these are the ones I like right here. Yeah, definitely want this one right here. Let me see. I definitely want that job. I definitely want that one. I like those bright yellow colors. She has one, she has one, a long one. Is there one across it? Guess it does. No, it doesn't look too. Oh, definitely like this one. If I can find that banner. I had one in the garage. Had a nice banner for Cyberpunk. I can find that one. Down Cyberpunk City. I'll get to track it down. You can't see it from there. There we go. Let's see. Yes, this one we did have. This one we had on our page. Oh, this would be great. This is fantastic. I want this one right here, definitely for my home page. And I definitely want this one right here. That's right here, sharp. I'll take those two right there. Oh, I'm gonna have to neon this sucker up. I got the pink in here, but the neon in the top part. Get around and getting that done. These are pretty sharp. I like these. So this is for my slideshows. Let's see. Come on, get out of the way. Down. Out of the way. Out of there. A couple of sleeves right there. Second trunk. Get some randoms. Some pretty abstract art. I do like this. Seeing some beautiful trees, like sunsets, trees. And a beautiful portal. Oh yeah, definitely. I do like that one. It's pretty hot. Oh man, that's gorgeous. I'll definitely take that. And what else do we have here? I want this. This is definitely pretty. Let's see. Next one we'll grab. I think I'm gonna change out. Right. Is it Street Fighter? No, it's Dragon Ball, but I do like these. And definitely, that's hot. Definitely like that. Alright, let me see if I can go pop over to area for changing my settings. Settings. We got appearance. Alright, this is already, dark mode is already in. Light, dark. That's already in. Taskbar. It's a customization and everything. Custom front. No, that page, that. Themes, we definitely need themes. Okay, we're definitely in dark mode, so that's good. Changing that out. That's the thing. I think I had to change up that dark mode in here somewhere. Alright, let me see. Themes. Let's see. Black theme, dark theme. One dark black color. Let's see. Can I upload my own stuff on here? Taskbar at the bottom, bring it over. See what's on this side. Comes out on upload. And what are these? You just go black. Boom, we did go black. Cool. Man, that is sick. It actually matches, it's so black. It literally matches my screen. That is freaking crazy. That's the wallpaper. It literally is so black, it matches my screen. That's sick. That's literally how it looks now. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I like that. Man. tells you how bright our screens are that can read that white level from way over here. Yeah, the whole thing is ultra black. You already know what I'm about to say from the door. You can't achieve that on a gray screen. You want me to read it? You want me to read it? That's actually a black menu on Google. Look how that looks. That's insane how that looks. You can't read it on a gray screen. I won't read it. I like that. I'm going to have to build me another PC now just to do that. That's freaking hot. That is actually ultra black. Let me see. I'll go back in the settings. Okay. That's appearances. Customization. Toolbar. Let's go in here. I got a couple things to load up on a toolbar. Let me see. Out of the way. Controls in the way. Let me see. I definitely want to be able to have the print icon up. Google Lens search. Definitely want that. I need this one for translator. Okay, that's pretty much for this all I need. And page forwards. Alright, that's cool. That'll work for me. What do we got for the first things first? What do we got for the front page? Alright, that's for the front page. Definitely got to change that up. Let me see. I'm going over to my folders. Where's the folders at? Folders there. Folder. Get the new one. Cool, that's hot. That looks definitely hot. I like that one. I like that one. That other one. This one right here is pretty hot. Let me show you this one looks like. Oh, we can't get that one. Will let me do it? Nope. This one let me do it? This one will let me do it. Set as this one. Let's see how this one comes up. Okay. It's pretty cool. And what was the other one we had up here? Oh, this one right here said this one comes up. I like that one. I think I'm gonna take this one. This one's actually pretty nice. This one will be full. Might be a problem right there for this one. Let me see. Take that one out. Well, let me get that. There might be an issue with that. So let's see which one I want. Alright, I can take this one right here. Let me leave my page. I might leave my page all black. Yeah, I'm definitely looking at. Man, I tell you, this technology we have here, because again, it's an ILEG technology. The colors on this thing is absolutely insane on what this thing can do, screen paint can do. So, it doesn't produce normal colors as other screen paints do. The colors on here are freaking gorgeous. And I have my Chrome page in all black. That is freaking sick. Yeah, because you couldn't do it on a gray screen. Literally, if I had coded this whole thing in gray, there's no way I could pull that. No way I could pull it. We're still in denial. I know. You're in denial. We know you're in denial. Can't read it. You can't see it. How are you going to pull it? You can't pull that. It's virtually impossible. That's an all black screensaver. It's jet dark black. It matches our screen. Look, it literally matches our entire screen. How in the world would you ever pull that off? If I had painted this whole entire thing with a gray paint, how would I pull that off? What would that look like if I had a gray screen up here? Let me see. Where's my gray screen surface at? Like, how would I even be able to pull that off? At all, period. I wouldn't even be able to do it. It's no way in the world. It wouldn't even work. I don't even know how that would even work. You know what it is? This is the funny part about the whole thing. Like, every time I bring up gray screen, like, they get really, really upset. You want me to do? You want me to lie? All right, I'll lie. I'll say at the end of the day that a gray screen can read it. No, forget it. Let's go back to normal reality. It can't read it. How am I going to work with it in here? I can't work with it in here. We can't use it for the floor, which I showed you. Doesn't work on the floor. Can't pull a star fill, no contrast. The other PC over here is my retro system. It plays retro games. I can't run Pac-Man off this. Pac-Man's background is black. Defender, Space Invader, all those games have black backgrounds. Again, not going to work at all, period. How am I running it in here? I'm telling you. If I ever catch one of you guys on a forum site talking about your paints, I'm going to come in there and bombard you with a whole bunch of questions and freaking embarrass you in there and ask you questions like, how are we doing this? Because I would like to know. How are we doing this? Because as you can see, I need the contrast. And I like it, how it looks. So again, how are we doing this? I have the same discussion in forum sites for gray screen paint every time I go in there. We literally have this conversation. And they sit there and say, oh, we see a black level. And I go, okay. I show them my screen. It's actually black. And I go, tell me how it's working in here. And you know what I get? The same thing. I get in here. They run. It's not going to work. And you know what? We're going to campaign that everywhere. Everywhere we go, we're going to campaign the splatter screen. You know what splatter screens are? Is where we take a gray screen and we just take a bucket of paint and we just throw it in there. And wherever it lands, it picks up. It doesn't work. You can't read it. You're going to lie to somebody at the end of the day. It doesn't pick up. It doesn't pick up. You can't be honest with yourself at the end of the day. That's how it hurts that much to be honest. Well, I got stencils in here. What am I going to do with those? You got to be honest with yourself at the end of the day. If you can't be honest with yourself, you can't be honest to your customer. That's how it works. So if you're going to tell yourself at the end of the day that your gray screen's actually seeing black, what the heck are you telling your customers? So, yeah. Every time I see a 100% black level, the first thing I say is, well, gray screen can't come here. Gotta be honest with yourself. I had to be honest with myself. When I first started making gray screen paints and I came across a black diamond, you wouldn't think I sat there and lied to myself and go, no, black diamond didn't pick up a good contrast level, doesn't even read proper color, my product's better. Yeah, that'd have been the biggest lie I would have ever told myself. So years later, if I was still making a gray screen paint and diamond had converted to black technology, think about where I would be at. I would be in the same boat you guys are at. See? That denial stuff will hurt you. I don't know if this is going to stick or not, but it kind of gives you an idea. That's crazy. I can't even see where it starts and where it begins. So I can see, look. See? It's not going to work. I can pick up. You know how black this screen is? Let me show you how black quantum is. Not quantum. This is how black quantums are. You can finally see it, can't you? You can see the light edges of it. Quantum is actually blacker than the black projection that's coming off this projector right now. Look at that. Look how white the white levels are when they come up. Look at that. Nice and bright. See the nice blues, the reds, all that pop up. See this? See, I can read everything crystal clear. I can read that from over there. But if that screen was gray, if I had to do a gray screen, and I pulled up a black one there, because I went in all black, this is what I'm faced with. It ain't picking up. Where's the black? So I can read my text crystal clear? Yeah, I can read it all from way over there. Because it picks up a tremendously high white level, that's why. Bottom taskbar, everything. Crystal clear. I can see all that from over there. You know, when I'm on my PC and I'm working, I'm using this as my monitor, I expect to see 100% black when I see black. I don't want to see gray. I want to see 100% black. That's what I demand. 100% black. I'm not going to settle for gray. I want black. That's what I want. So if you're trying to convince your customers at the end of the day that gray is better than black, then you're off on that. Because the last time I checked Darth Vader's outfit was not in gray. It's actually black. Or Knight Rider or anything else involves black involved at the end of the day, it's black. If I pay the money for my projector, at the end of the day, whether I pay 50 or 3 grand for it, I want to see 100% black. That's what I want to see. So basically, are you giving me 100% black, or are you basically just giving me a gray and just say that everything I see is maybe black, but technically it's gray? That's what I'm saying. You got to be honest with people at the end of the day. You know, they're going to get mad at me and scream and yell at me at the end of the day because I want to accept what they're accepting. I know my colors at the end of the day. Did you graduate? Did you pass that part of school where you know the difference between colors? Because apparently it doesn't seem like you do know this. Like when you buy red, you try to convince people that it's blue? Because this is where it's coming off at. You want to accept all the colors when it comes to projections. I'm talking to them. You want to accept all the colors of projection. You want to accept greens and blues and reds and orange, even white. But you don't want to accept black. You want to see black as gray. You know why? Because all you produce is gray. You can't produce black. You have to accept all of it. And counting on, if you're counting on a projector to fix it, this is going to be extremely costly to the customer. Because just because you spend 3 grand for a projector doesn't mean they want to spend $3,000 for a projector. The guy I'm talking to who has the movie studio understands 100% why black is extremely important in movies and every other application. I bump into customers that understand it. Understand how important that black level is. Understand that the gray screen can't give them that. They've been there already. They've done gray screens already before. That's why they're switching over to something darker. They want an actual black level. That's what they want to see. They don't want to see gray, shades of gray, darker shades of gray, dark environments, none of that. They want to see actual black. Now, for those people who are trying to develop black technology, you got to be able to read high white levels. Like I can sit back here in my environment and I can see that screen from way over here and I can pick it up. The white levels. And the problem we have with that when people say they have white levels, you don't have white levels because you don't have to show them tests for white levels. You know what a white level requirement for a black screen is? You know how tough those demonstrations are? You'll be in environments that are well lit. I mean extremely well lit. And you'll have to drop it at 1,000 lumens. Sometimes 50. You have to be able to drop it at. And you're going to have to read at 16 to 17 feet across. I've done them already. You're going to have to hit a screen in an environment that 1,000 lumens, it's going to get destroyed in. There's going to be nothing left of that by the time it makes contact to an ultra black screen, and you're going to have to read a very high white level compared to a white sheet of paper. And you better not come off dark. Not only that, it gets rougher than that, because now you're going to have to do a comparison against black paint versus your product. And you're going to do multiple versions of black paint. And you're going to do fabrics and films and micro fabric and all kinds of stuff. Anything and everything, even your own clothes. You're going to do that demonstration. Now, if I go to your site and you claim to have a black paint, I'm looking for these tests. So I should roughly run across an easy 50 tests of your product tested. And mind you, once you're done with this inside, you'll repeat the process again outside. And you will do this at massive levels, where you'll do it at screen sizes for anything from 100, 150s, 130s, 35s, 250 inches. Yeah, that's a kind of a whopper to do right there at a screen. You can't miss anything. That thing doesn't miss any light at all. And you'll be at as far as the distance throw. You'll be at 27 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet from a screen. You'll have to be able to read at that distance, crystal clear, sharp from edge to edge. Good luck. That's what we had to go through. So that's the kind of stuff you're going to have to do. You want to talk about angle gain capability? That's one of the things that black screens have an issue with, pulling up at an angle, which means you're going to have to be able to pull outside at 180 degrees. Your screen coming in at 250 inches, or the one that we just did, we mounted a projector at 2600 lumens to a side of a deck and laid the screen flat to the ground to back up our angle gain capabilities. Now, you're not doing any of these tests. And since you don't have any of these tests, and I go into your page and I look this test up to see if I can find anything, we don't find nothing. We just find some people screaming in an apartment at a ceiling and a wall, and the screen's coming way too dark. You don't have enough light out there. There's no outside demonstrations. No, forget it. There's no test. That's the problem. It's not worth anyone's time because the tests are missing. And that means that your screen, if your tests aren't there, that means you have a high rate of failure. That's what that stands for. So I went to the Series C, and I went to his YouTube channel. All I saw, no tests. I just saw the screen sitting on the floor, and somebody saying, "Hey, look how it works at the end of the day." There's no test there. One demonstration of the screen painted up on an inflatable screen outside, and it looks like he went over that mesh surface with a roller, because you can clearly see spots in the screen. You can see where it was lighter here and darker here. It was a hot mess. Didn't have to put an application on an acrylic surface. Not acrylic surface, micro mesh surface. First things first, you never go at a micro mesher with a roller. That's the dumbest. That's why I knew it was an amateur. Because you hit it with a roller, it's a paint spray you hit it with. And then you're going to have a product that has a bleed-through capability, unless you're going to paint the other side too, and it's just going to take up more paint. So it's better if you have it where it bleeds right through. And you're still missing a ton of tests. You're doing them demonstrations at nighttime. No, anything can run at nighttime. I can get notebook paper to run at nighttime. You got to do that in the morning to show that screen can absorb and produce white light. Because again, as I said before, black screens, the roughest part they have, if they're in fully lit environments, the problem they're going to have is trying to be able to maintain a white level when the screen is actually dark. You got to be able to do that. See? You have to read that. See how bright my environment is? It's like being under a UFO, isn't it? You have to be in this kind of lighting. You'll be in so many different variants of lighting, it's not even funny. The lighting that you have in your home is a joke. You see the lighting we had to put into the house? The extra lighting we put around the screens. We put screens directly in doorways, directly in windows, all that stuff that we had to do. I literally had to bring lighting into an environment that's already lit so we can actually intensify the lighting. You have to put your screens through stress tests. I've done so many different videos on 1,000 lumen projector tech. I got a 50 lumen right now that can operate anywhere I take it at. On that ad tech behind me, I can take it anywhere I want, and that's going to fire up, even in the front of a window when sunlight's pushing through it at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. You're going to have to be able to show those type of tests, or no one will touch you with a 10-foot pole. Now my Facebook page is blowing up. I got the movie guy on there showing up that stuff, and then we're all over the place with this 50 lumen projector walking around, this thing's firing up. So if I can get a 50 lumen projector to fire up, what do you think I can do with a 300 lumen projector? Oh my goodness, that'd be a cakewalk for our technology. Gotta have those tests. So that's why when I go in there and look for it, I go, there's no tests here. That means you got mumbo jumbo at the end of the day. And that means forget your product down here and I stick you in this environment. What happens to your screen? It doesn't function well. And this is the reason why we get cancellations. This is the reason why we get people who back down. People that'll pull their marketplaces. That's what happens because, again, they're not used to being in our environments. It means you faked it. Let me see. I'm going to go back to my whatchamacallit. Voila. Easy. But I've been doing it for years. I'm the type of person that doesn't cut corners. I challenge my product at the end of the day. Fake and cut corners. It'll never work. Oh. Where we at for microphones? Over here. So let's go back over here. Let's see. microphones. Where is the mic? Over here. 4K snow screen savers. You have to be able to read white light in an environment that is extremely hostile. You will do this on Pico projectors. You will do this on ultra short throw. Not one ultra short throw, multiple ultra short. This is why we had over 70 projectors in our arsenal, because we had to test our product on every form of projector. Not all projectors act the same. They're all different. So your screen's going to have to do that same test. Imagine being on camera saying the same thing every single time. White screen, blue screen, red screen, yellow screen, purple screen, snow color changer, star field demonstration, 4K snow screensaver. I've done that over 70 projectors, over 70. I've said that so many times, it's not even funny. And I've done this inside, and I've done this outside. I've done this on commercial, the whole 9 yards. So this is why I explained to you at the end of the day that it's not going to be easy. It's just going in and hitting that one projector. Oh, voila, we're done. Because you get somebody to go through me, go through your site, your stuff's going to get ripped up when you walking in there. You go to a forum site, there's a million of my kind on there. Just waiting for people like you to come on there with some fake nonsense so we can embarrass you on a forum site. That's why we never see them in there. I can go to forum sites. I can go anywhere I want. I can go to TV technology, because we, at the end of the day, we can basically dominate that with no problem. We can operate environments that TVs can't. I tell you, we can't operate in here. You know the problem we have with the TV in here, a big screen TV in here? It'll reflect the light that's coming off the ceiling. It'll wash it out. It won't go well in here at all, period. Our technology's bigger than the TV. When I go to OLED demonstrations, the first thing I talk to them is, why don't you guys go get a projector? The first thing they say, they're gray and white. I got an infinity contrast level. I'm not going to pick that up. I spend money for a projector. I still can't turn my lights on. He's definitely right on that 100%. That's true. But we can do it. We can pick up our white levels too and read 100% contrast, infinity. Because we have that option. Like AI said that we couldn't, but they don't know us. So, yeah. So basically, people who don't want to spend the money for a TV, they buy from us. And they can go outside with it too if they want to. So you're watching the screen read, it's 100%, not the 1%, I'd say very high in white level, because it still has sacrifice field in there. It has to be in there. And you're going to have to go through that thing too, the sacrifice field test demonstrations, and they're doing low-key projectors in fully lit environments. So if you can't operate in this environment at 3,000 lumens kissing a screen, there's no way in the world you're going to operate at 50 lumens sitting 8 to 12 feet, 16 feet, 18 feet from a screen. You're not going to pick it up. I can literally have demonstrations of me building a ledge on the side of the house to stick a projector. It was called the Sunbather. We had a 1,000 lumen projector, and the sun struck it. Keep in mind, you're talking about 100 to 120,000 lux of sunlight striking a 1,000 lumen projector, which has to push through this sunlight, pierce through 2 sheets of glass, travel 13 feet, hit a 1,000-watt light bulb, and strike the screen and still produce. That's why I said you're not experts in ambient light projection technology, nor do you know black technology. I do this all day. People come in here, I do the same thing every single day. Every single day. Every single day. Well, I go watch some people's demonstrations here in these dark environments trying to see your point of contrast level. I would love to be on the set with you one day. I would love to. I'd walk in there with a 6 million spotlight camera, go BAM! Take your screen out. I can do it with a cell phone flashlight battery. Or cell phone flashlight. You're supposed to be to pick those white levels up. They're supposed to read. And you're supposed to be to do this in a fully lit environment. When I have my lights dim in here, because I have options. Options means I can turn my lights on at will. My screen will still operate. Options means I can turn my lights down and my screen operates. I have options. I can turn lights on and off if I want. Most screens don't have those options. They turn lights on, the screen cancels out. You don't have options. Oh, big elephant. Small elephant. It's a small elephant. Well, let's go over and get the, let's see. I love this portrait. I love it. I'm so glad I got it back. I was sitting up there and I set the projector up down. I was like, why don't I just put it up on portrait? And the minute the portrait came in, it was calling my name. saying, Ken, come to the portrait, stay in the portrait, become the portrait. And this is what I'm doing now. This is going to be my setup from now on. I like it. I love portrait. Though the screen I had, well, that was short though too. That was a short though setup. Because I had, well, not too far off. If I had a projector back there, it would be nice. It would be nice. I want a bit of stand. Take the thing off my desk and put it back here. And then I can see the projector from right over here. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I think I might make me a portrait stand out of cardboard. And that's what I'm going to do. So I got one over there. Holds the projector perfectly fine. But if I had one custom made for portrait, it would be nice. We want to know how we build it too. We wouldn't take up any room, be flat through all too. Actually work too, it definitely work. I can get it off my desk, get it over here, maybe a little higher up, and then expand my screen size and get it bigger. Because if I can get a portrait that fit that whole section over there from top to bottom, that would be massively incredible. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get it up here and put it over here. Get out of the way. Okay, there's a dot right there. Very cool. Let's get my desk. I gotta put a tile system on my desk. It's gonna light it up with a Tron system on it. Tron. Yeah, those tests, like I said, very important. We look for them, we can't find them. Whenever we find them, you can do all your shirt those inside. You can do all that stuff outside. Everything, the whole 9 yards, everything. So your stuff works. So that way you're not canceling out and the people at the end of the day. You'll cancel to me, you'll cancel to anybody. Remember what they said on AI? They said that a black screen, projection screen, can't read white lights. And beat that one. Like we even got a black screen to push white light right through it for snowstorms. I read that, I was like, how dare you insult my intelligence with that nonsense? Challenge accepted. I mean, I'm going to do that. Tomorrow I'm going to put down a challenge. This is going to be an online challenge for any black screen. You'll have to do what we're doing. 40-lit environment. Lights. Could be worse. Could be a halo system attached to it. Those things are nightmares. Not for us. We're used to them. But anybody else, that's crazy. But anyway, yeah, we got to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to do something called the AI over. We're putting it out first. We always put all the challenges out first. You notice that? We always put all the challenges out first. No one does them. Well, we'll do it first. But that's what we do. And we got to put it against black paint. You're going to have to do black paint. You have to. Come on, you can't miss out on the fun in that. That's the fun part. It's the black paint. If you're afraid to put black paint against your black paint at the end of the day, then come on, man. Don't be a coward about it. Man up! You're going to have to do black paint. 40-lit environment, black paint versus your screen, and meters have to cancel out. They have to cancel out. They have to. You're like, ah, crap. Why? I got to do it anyway. Google challenged me. It did. It sat there and challenged me. I asked a simple question. Because, you know, if I'm going to ask somebody at the end of the day and say, hey, at the end of the day, do gray screens read? It was the dumbest thing I could ever say out of my mouth. But still, I had to say it anyway. Because, you know, that people are hard-headed. But do gray screens see black? And it says no, right? Then I'm going to ask the same thing. Do black screens see black? Black projection? And it says no. So we have it right here. So Google just challenged me. So since it challenged me, we got to do it. Now I do it through a black paint, but if I had to do it, everybody with a black screen has to do it. Now I know you may not do it at all, but we'll do it anyway. And when people look it up and we talk about how we're the only ones who did it, they'll see we're the only ones who did it. No one else did it. See what I mean? There you go. See, that's why they don't like us, because we put them at blast. We're like you know, when you go to school and you get a substitute, you didn't study that day, you didn't study at all, period. But the kids that did study, they're hyped up for the test. Like, come on, bring it, because they're hyped up for it. But you didn't study, you're not hyped up for no test. You don't want any test at all. You're praying for snowstorm, rainstorm, hurricanes, tornadoes, some kind of natural disaster, something to keep you from going and taking a test you haven't studied for. When you happen to walk in, you got a substitute teacher. How happy do you feel at the end of the day? Then you got that kid at the front of the class that sits there and goes, oh, we got a test to do today? Because, you know, they're hyped up. They want to do the test. You can't be mad at them. They want to do a test. You know what I mean? So they do the test and you fail because you didn't study. And now you're mad at that kid at the end of the day. And you want to kick his behind at the end of the day because you didn't study. Whose fault is that? That's your fault at the end of the day. You can't get mad at somebody at the end of the day because they want to take the test. They want to take the test. They're hyped to take it. You should have took the test too. Then you'd be hyped like them. Like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Kick that test is behind. That's what I'm talking about. You can be one of them instead of worrying about going home to your parents kicking your behind because you got a freaking F. I was a hype kid. Didn't sit in the back of the class, sit in the front of the class. I sat in the back of the class because I was a troublemaker. But I was good at my grades. But I did get into a lot of trouble. But I was good at my grades. Because I like to study. That's what I like to do. Do. Oh, we already did this already. Come off of this, man. Go someplace else. My giant portrait screen. Ooh, we got a snowman over here. We definitely got to do this one. This is the fun thing, man. You have portrait screens. You can have all kinds of fun with these things. Look at that. Bam! Especially when you got a screen, you can see white light on multiple levels. See, that's the problem. It's one of the things I see, too. With screens that are black, they're claiming to see white light. You don't see multiple shades of white. You just see this weird, eerie blue. That's what you pick up. Your paints come up blue. You're supposed to pick up multiple shades. Like the dog they show laying in the snow, there's multiple shades of white. You look at his pelt in the front, it's a different shade. His back, it's a different shade. The snow, a different shade. There's multiple shades popping off. Hey, do. Reminds me of Olaf. Olaf is hilarious. Multiple shades. But like I said, gray screen, we can blend into your screen easily, so that's not hard to do. And we can read better color. Oh, we got a snow village over here. Oh, check this out. Boom. And white screen, we don't mention them because you can crush a white screen any day of the week. There's no point in mentioning it at all, period. Only time I mention a white screen is just when I got somebody coming in, you know, they're coming off a white screen. We got to show them at the end of the day. Oh, look how beautiful them colors pop up. Isn't that beautiful right there? That is absolutely beautiful. We're way over here at the desk, not on top of the screen. Tell me, look at the change. I say that because I watch people literally sit a finger distance from a screen and go, look, can't you see the difference? Am I only sitting that close to a screen at 100 inches? 4 feet by 7 feet. You're sitting closer to the screen, you would actually sit on an actual TV. If I got to be that close to the screen to see the difference, what's the point of me buying it? She'd be sitting all the way back here. Now, you look at all that black pushing through on the screen. This is what I like about all black screens. No freaking border. I hate borders. They get on my nerves. They really do. Kind of defies where the screen is at. I hate them. I like borderless. I love borderless at all. See that nice, beautiful betta fish is just swimming all around. You can't see where it ends, where it begins. This cuts off the screen because the size of the screen. But either way, that's what I like about it. Borderless screens. Oh, to Williams real quick. I know you called me, right? We know your number already. I told you, my phone's got software in it. The minute your phone popped up, your information, all that stuff just popped up already from the door. So, little message back to you. He tried to call us and say he was called for a tenant. He tried to fake a landlord. Try to be a landlord. Call me. All your information popped up, so we know it was you. But anyway, I requested back by just asking him at the end of the day, you know, who's tenant, who is he calling to, first name, last name, name of the building, address of building, stuff like that. And he just got hostile and mad, so I sent him back his information to him. Let him know, I know where your building's at, blah, 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 let's stare at everything. And just let you know, what did I write in the text? Let me see, where's that text message on that phone? Okay. Let's see, what conversation we had. I think he sent me some dumb pictures and stuff. I guess he's expecting me to get upset and stuff like that. No, we don't got time for that. I'll see you in court. I told you, we're going to court. You're scared, and I know you're scared. That's why you contacted me. The minute I put that out there on YouTube, you became scared. And we knew you were going to contact us. That's why we put it out there. It's easy to get you. It really is. But we knew you were going to contact us, but you did. Mind you, I wasn't alone. I'm in an office. When you contact me, you do know I can have other people in here with me. Especially law enforcement. Gee, not a very intelligent person. He tries. You got to give him that much. He does try, but he falls short. So let's see our little conversation here. Here. Here we go. That little conversation we had back with him. Now, he contacted me acting like he was a really angry landlord, and that he wanted about his tenant. Well, the problem you have here is when you contact and you say you're a landlord, landlords usually give their first and last name, because they got no problem with that. They give their first and last name all day long. No problem with that. They also give the apartment building that they're calling from, what they established from that apartment building, and then email and stuff like that. And first things first, your landlord wouldn't be calling on behalf of you. He wouldn't care at all, period. Unless you said something about his building. Now, if you said something about his building, then he would contact you. Other than that, no. He's not going to do that at all, period. Kind of act like you and the tenant were like, you and the landlord were like best friends. No. I can call for you. I talked to the people in your building already. I told you, I got your phone number right over there. I talked to the people in both buildings, the towers and basically the low rises. I know people and I talked to them. So no, I'm sorry. I know their names. You know that, right? I know the names of the building management assistant in your building. So if they contact me, and two of them I have on my phone already, their names would have popped up. That was you on a fake number. All right, so I put down that you have 2 days to show proof of a clergy ID, college you graduated from for Bible biblical studies with diploma, name of your church with full address and witnesses in the church claiming that you are the person who does basically do service there, and basically how many years you served at that church. This is what the FBI is going to require from you, Allentown Police Department, and I also contacted the Department of Justice on you. So these are the individuals that will basically be asking you questions, including your building itself, including Section 8, or public housing, however way you want to put it. They're also going to request you for this information too also, because it clearly shows you're making money off of this. So you're going to have to answer some questions. So again, I know you're scared. That's why you contacted me, ranting and carrying on. And he said something about contacting UPS and all that, or United States Postal Service. Let me explain something to you. We have FBI in this unit, in this apartment, well, not apartment, but this office section. We also too have in here postal workers. I know a couple of postal workers, and guess what? They've been here and seen my stuff. You see that cabinet I have over there I made? And when I take pictures of my stuff, I have friends over at the post office that they see all the stuff that we build with the boxes. Yeah. So, now what? There you go. Knock yourself out on that one. But until then, you committed some crimes with the United States Postal Service. You sent threatening letters, and we did open up one of those packages, and it's some very serious threats you have in there. And you use the United States Postal Service to carry out that service. So, I know you're scared, and yes, you're going to lose everything, and you have a very large lawsuits and fines. You're looking at 2 years here, a couple years here, and even 20 years to the cybercrime. So we know you're lashing out because you're afraid. This is what people usually do. But I'm going to explain something to you. In the real world, this is going to happen, okay? You're going to go to court, you're going to be prosecuted, you're going to go to jail, you're going to get sued, and you're going to lose everything. Next time, you want to go ripping people off posing as a priest and a minister, you want to do all this dirty stuff at the end of the day, you know, next time, don't do it at all, period, in your next time. If you get it next time, don't do it at all, period. You should have known something was going to happen if you're ripping off God at the end of the day. What do you think was going to happen when you rip off God? You think the Lord's going to allow you to continue to rip him off? Sooner or later, you're going to bump into the right person. And hello, how you doing? All right, let's move on. He left the room. Upset and angry and mad. That's why he was going to contact us. He did exactly what we needed him to do. My phone has software in it, so my buddy went in and basically did some work on my phone. So when he calls or anybody else calls, it's like an advanced caller ID. It's like when you have security protocols on your phone, all that stuff you have to have on there, you know what I mean? You put that kind of stuff on there. We needed it anyway. Now, if you call the phone for business, it's going to put, no, it's not going to pull anything up. It's going to pull certain things up at the end of the day, but we got them locked into that phone because we know that you call the phone. Certain individuals are already locked into that phone. Oh, look at the gold one right there. That looks absolutely beautiful. But yeah, he tried to claim he's a landlord, and then he went into these rants. Come on, man. If you're gonna act like a landlord, at least stick to the script. Landlords don't do what you just did on that phone. And all the stuff you have there now that you sent over the pictures, it's evidence against you. With all your information that popped up on the other end on our caller ID. Even though you try to use a fake number, I told you it don't work. Stop using those things in the day. Burner phones don't work. I got people at the end of the day. If you had a guy, buddy of mine, he's an IT tech that used to be with FBI. You explain to him about your burner phone, he'll laugh in your face. He's like, ain't gonna work. I can still find you. And he's a very interesting dude at the end of the day, too. Really high IQ. His name was Spock. That's his nickname. The name was Spock. Because he couldn't understand, we said certain things. Like, we could ask him a question like, why is the sky blue? And he literally would break it down on exactly how the science part of how the sky is blue. Like, no, man. No, we had to teach him how to be like. We gave him what you call urban skills. He didn't have them. Because he basically was a book guy at the end of the day. He was always in books. He wasn't really what you call you ever watch Pinky and the Brain, where they had the contest basically, and it was about they're asking basic questions that we would know, but Pinky would the brain would overthink everything, and he would just destroy the questions because he would overthink it all. Where Pinky, on the other hand, was more down to earth. He could pretty much pick it up. Well, that's where he was at. He's a very highly intelligent guy, and at the end of the day, he just didn't know how to be normal. So that's what we did. We helped him out. So we got to hang around with my crew. My buddy was taking him to clubs and parties and all that stuff like that. He picked up a bit of an attitude and stuff like that. Good. He's getting a personality on him. We're turning him into a human being at the end of the day. Instead of being a cyborg. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Now he's a everyday Joe. Sarcasm and everything. He's a funny dude to be around with. But yeah, at one point he was really this robot. He was like a musical machine. He was a robot. So man, we got to break Troy. You got to turn around and make him crazy. We did. We made him. He went to parties and carried on and drunk and all that stuff and everything. And he worked a good job and all that. But he needed to live a little bit, and that's what we got him up. We got him to live a little bit. And man, yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, so he's a very highly intelligent guy. He's a guy that if he wanted to find you, he could easily find you. I mean, very easily find you. He's very good. He's extremely very good. I've got a few people I know that are like that, but he was one of them. Extremely good. If I went to find somebody, he'll find them. No time at all. Everybody leaves a trail. He said everybody leaves a trail to find anybody. He was there to track down his deadbeat father. I was like, crap, you did what? He said, yeah, I tracked him down. I found him. Like in a day, he tracked him down. Got all this information. Came back with a whole folder. Everything. I was like, sheesh. He's an interesting guy. But he was so stiff. He was like, who's the guy in the Big Bang Theory? The guy, Sheldon. He was a Sheldon. That's exactly what he was. He's a Sheldon. And you see how Sheldon is now hanging around with everyday people, how he's changing everything? Yeah, he became a normal person. So we asked him at the end of the day, why is the sky blue? And he would give us this freaking long lecture on this one. Like, no, no, no. The sky is blue because the sky is blue. That's it. That's all you have to say. Don't overthink it. Just go with it. Yeah. Cool dude. Yep. Not the guy I want to be ticked off with, but he's a cool guy. So you got all that power. You don't do anything with it. I'm like, nah. And he's not even in this field either. Not in this field. And he did work for a while in his field and some other crazy places at the end of the day. But not in his field. Most people who have insane intelligence levels don't work in their field. They don't. They live a chill life. They don't want to be bothered with all that pressure nonsense. They just want to be left alone. They live in a chill life. That's it. Like Malcolm in the Middle, the guy he met out in the park, chess master. You know? They don't want the responsibilities. They don't want the headache, the stress, the crap. They've went through that crap already when they were young, being around their parents. The parents pushing them. They get high grades and all that stuff. They don't want that anymore. They just want to be an everyday Joe. They'd be happy busting suds. And you would look at have a conversation like, wait a minute, your IQ was literally that high, and you're not doing anything with it. They don't want it. They don't. At the end of the day, they like the intelligence, but they don't want it on that level. They just want to chill, be like everybody else. I met a lot of them like that. A few of them. I had a friend of mine, and she was an expert in encryption coding, and I mean, she was good. She spoke 7 languages. She was no joke. But if you met her, she was a landscaper. Crazy IQ, spoke 7 languages, a master at encryption coding, worked at Microsoft. She made 6 figures at Microsoft, and all of a sudden one day just walked out of her office and quit. She was tired of it. She ain't a landscaper. She likes it. She enjoys it. She doesn't want to talk about computers. She doesn't want to talk about encryption, nothing. All she wants to talk about is painting the flowers. That's it. One day, helping her move, I opened up a closet and I found all these books on encryption. There was tons of them in there. And I looked at her, I was like, do you know this? And she was like, yeah, I know it all. I know every single one of them. Well, what did you do? I don't want it. I don't want it. I like my life. That's it. Some people, that's how it is. I got another one. When I told you, rewrote the Windows XP, put the pirate on it. He's a master in encryption and coding and all. Another person like that. He works at a sneaker store. Yep. They're happy. Well, you gotta have everything to be happy at the end of the day. I still say at the end of the day, one of them should have built a Gundam. I mean, come on. For goodness sakes. At least build one Gundam. One. I want one so bad. I definitely want a Gundam so badly. We got that kind of intelligence at the end of the day. Yeah, we got a few of them. We got a couple in the family that are really super IQs, really super high IQs, and they just live a normal life. That's it. One in our family taught herself Japanese. Taught herself Japanese. Self-taught in Japanese. Music, art, all that stuff. Crazy IQ. You know what she does? Telemarketing. They're happy at the end of the day. You gotta understand, they're happy. They don't need all that. And my sister never pressed her. Never pressed her at all. Do what you want to do. It's up to you. Just can't be here living with me when you turn 18. But, you know, whatever makes you happy. You want to go to college, go to college. You want to go to trade school, too. Do whatever you make you happy. That's it. All that matters to me. Yep. The telemarketing. She likes it, too. She gets to talk to people every day. You know what I mean? She's a good talker and stuff. You know what I mean? Teaches her how to... She's a real peaceful person, so it teaches her how to be true to herself on being calm and cool and relaxed around people, because she considers herself to be a person that accepts everybody, even when you're mean and nasty to her. And she likes telemarketing. Telemarketing keeps her centered. Awesome. Another one got a brain on his head too. One has and the other one has. It's all intelligent. He wants to be a dog walker. He likes animals. I used to be around animals all the time. I was like, why don't you become work at the zoo? He said, that's a good idea, go to the zoo. There you go, see? Animal doctor. Yeah, everybody wants to go to Yale and Princeton and all that stuff and get high scholarships and all that stuff. They don't want to. Some people do, some people don't. Fishy, fishy on my screen. Don't you have those awesome dreams? And on the other hand, have an advanced technology that's going to make me millions of dollars, which I plan to give all the money away because I don't want the money. I don't have enough of it yet to live. Of course, I need that, but most of it's going away to charity because, again, money makes one crazy. It does. I don't want all that. I don't even want that kind of responsibility. I don't even want that kind of money in my banking accounts. I don't. Enough to be to take care of my workers, enough to be able to take care of my business, and the rest of it, whoop, I just basically want to give it all away to basically different charities and different groups to help other people out there in the day. I don't need all that. What do I need all that for? I'm a happy man with just very little. Very little makes me happy. A freaking ham sandwich with some cheese and some freaking brown mustard. That's pretty much it. I'm pretty simple with a sandwich. A good episode on Netflix and a sunset. I'm a happy man. Might be a root beer. I need root beer and a bag of candy. That's it. That's all. Don't need to be in fancy restaurants or nothing. I'll walk right over to a hot dog cart and get a hot dog and sit there and eat that instead of going into a fancy restaurant. It's not for me. I like to buy all my shoes. I like to get a good bargain in my shoes. I got these shoes for $28. $28. Can you believe that? $28. I got these for $28. I like that kind of stuff at the end of the day. I don't need to buy expensive stuff. Regular pair of cargos. I get these over at Amazon. Sometimes I pay them for, I got these for like $25. This is a good deal right here for $25. And I get my white t-shirts. I found a place to get them for $5 for my t-shirts. I don't get into all that stuff. I don't. I'm simple. That's it. I like to buy toys. I do. I still play with train sets and I buy action figures and all that stuff. I like toys. Simple life. That's it. So what do I need that kind of money for? The money is going to be made regardless whether I want it or not, because of the fact that the technology is going to be selling, or what we're going to be putting in that, we're going to be advertising, going to sell. So what do you do when you have that kind of money pushing in? You do it to help other people out. Because other people need it more than you do. You're always going to have it coming in. Some people don't have it that way. So that's where I'm pushing the money at. Bring somebody on board, hopefully somebody I can trust that doesn't embezzle or take money out of me, and push the money into all different types of programs. Oh my goodness! I told you at the end of the day, life has a way of catching up to you. Oh, wait a minute. It does. It does. It does have a way of catching up to you. I told you, sooner or later, that they were going to mess up. I told you it was going to happen. That arrogance, pride, all that stuff, yeah, that's the devil's work at the end of the day. I told you. You see what's going on in the news right now, right? You don't follow it? I follow everything. You see what happened? Yeah, leaked out information. That's a very serious charge. You have any idea how serious that is? You have any idea the people that are involved in that whole situation? They had a person of the press that was in that freaking chat at the end of the day. You know how bad that is? Do you see how what's going on right now? This is not something that they blow over. No, they're in court right now. I've been watching it since early this morning. They're in court right now. And guess what else? You remember all those executive orders that Trump signed up? Oh, he's getting yelled at for every single one of them. They're drilling them. They're drilling. Oh, yeah, they're drilling. You know the funny part about this whole thing? Oh, yeah, guess who else got caught up in there? Elon Musk. And guess what? He's not even a government official. So what's going to happen to him at the end of the day? Because he's definitely going broke. You see, he can't fall back on his business. He's the most hated person on the face of the planet. Where are you going to go when you're the hatest person? When they protest your freaking product worldwide, there is no place for you to go. So he's going to go broke. That's definitely going to happen. And on top of that, all that stuff he did in Social Security and all that nonsense he was doing, yeah, he got sucked into that craziness now. He's got to be a part of that. All those executive orders, I told you, all that stuff is going to get reversed. Sometimes it's like they give people a long enough rope to see how far they'll go, but they know they have the potential to hang themselves. Yeah, they did that on a chat. A chat that you can access on your cell phone. You can go that chat. They sent it on there. And they were discussing very highly sensitive, classified documents on a chat with major Washington key figures of his cabinet in there having this conversation with a person from the press who was in the chat the entire time. And he didn't join it, they invited him in. He heard the whole thing. He screenshotted everything. It was so bad, you said there's certain things he can't even mention
because it's classified. He had to talk to certain people about what he heard. Done. And the vice president was in there too. Done. Done, 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 done. So that blew everything up. So now they came in there talking about the executive orders and all that stuff and everything. Yeah, we're done. He's done. Yep. They're calling for resignations. They want people fired. All that stuff. They want their jobs. All that. The whole 9 yards. Yeah, they're all getting canned. They're all getting canned. And this is what's going to happen. Now you're going to have people coming in that were in this nonsense, starting all the firing and all that stuff. These people that were part of that, that were inside jobs doing that, they're all being brought to court. They're all being brought to court. They're all being prosecuted right now. It is. They're going through it. They're being prosecuted by a panel. Yep. So that means that anything that he does, it's going to be under a freaking magnifying glass. They're firing his entire cat. They're all going to be fired. They're all going to be fired. Every last one of them. You've been surprised prison time may pop up for some of them. But anyway, they're going to have to replace. And that means they're going to watch whatever he replaces, or they're going to replace it for him. And come time, when it comes to election time for the Senate, that's going to be an easy one, because no one's going to vote Republican at all, period. And this is where usually what you see what happens with Trump, that the Republican Party will have his side when he's doing all the dumb stuff. But the minute he does something extremely stupid that blows up everywhere, they start separating themselves from him. Now they're for the people all of a sudden. Now they're blocking him, this, that, and the other. Because you know why? He's in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have the power he had over top of him, because he's got more problems to worry about. Guarantee you, watch, you're going to watch those rats jump ship. Don't ever forget, when it comes time to vote for the Senate, that you vote Democrat. I'm actually voting. I've never had a reason to vote, and now I see why I got to go vote. I'm voting Democrat. Because again, we got to get the Republicans out of there. We got to get them out of there. And they're going to start acting all nice and everything, because now, their high commander now is basically going down with the ship. So, yeah, watch the rats turn coat and change. Right now, they can't even go to a House meeting because they get booed in every House meeting. But don't forget what they did. Never forget what they did. And when it comes time for their election, when they smile on your face, be done with them. Get rid of all of them. You don't have to go through this crap anymore. That's what we need to do. We're the ones with the power. They don't have the power. They need us to get into office. That's how that works. At least at this time around, the MAG community now understands the full effect of the importance of basically knowing what you're doing before you do it. Got a harsh lesson in that one. What he's going through right now, he might not be around 4 years. That's a very serious charge we just blew up. So although I've been watching it for the last 3 days, I've been watching it non-stop. Back to back to back to back to back to back. They're bad. Right now, and the other one, guess what the vice president went to? We went to Greenland. He said, I'm going to go to Greenland because I got to take care of something really important. So and so and so. Yeah, you still going to make a difference. They can send the army to pick his spine back up and bring him right back over here if he runs. He can't go anywhere. He knows he can't go anywhere. He's just trying to get out of that heat. But everywhere he goes, he's going to say, you smell chicken? I smell chicken. Anybody smell chicken? I smell chicken. He can't go anywhere. Man. Well, tariffs and all that stuff will be going. They're going to get rid of all that. Because they're talking about it was the dumbest idea. Gee, but they'll get rid of all that. It'll take a little while, but things will go back to normal. And I believe that 100%. But things will go back to normal. But until then, while things will go back to normal, they're going to be prosecuted, which is good. Try to be a dictator at the end of the day. The jerk is still sitting there signing. He's in all that trouble, and he's still trying to pull off executive orders. You try to pull some executive order where he can stay in power. You have lost your mind, man. It ain't gonna happen. None of that's gonna happen. The Constitution is what blocks all that. Thank goodness those people back then did what they did at the end of the day, put that Constitution in place. That's why the Constitution is very, very important. All right, people, we had some fun with the screen. We had a little talk in the process. Trump's cat is being prosecuted. I'm a happy man. I really am. I'm a really happy man about that whole thing. I'm finally glad that there are people stepping up to stop this nonsense. They're going to thorough investigation. Thorough investigation on everything. They're going to turn up everything. Thank goodness. They did a lot of dumb stuff. Yep, and you know what's even more happy about that? Elon Musk got caught in all that craziness. We didn't learn nothing from the fellow guy, did he? He didn't learn a thing. You can't go back to Tesla. They don't even want him there anymore. Heck, the fact he did so much damage over there, I guess he thought he was going to be able to have this free ride with Trump. But yeah, that didn't turn out well, did he? Doesn't he understand that everything that Trump touches gets destroyed? Did he learn anything from this? He can't go back to Tesla. The shareholders don't even want him. You pulled off all that crazy nonsense. You think we want you back? No. And the thing about it is, would Tesla recover if Elon needs? No, it's not. They're not going to stop protesting until that company doesn't exist worldwide. Biggest problem he got right now is the fact that people are torching the dealerships. They're blowing up cars. They're firing bullets through windows. They're doing all kinds of. I think it was one place they found explosive mechanisms near a store. Yeah. And guess what? Employees are getting death threats, which is crazy at the end of the day. I understand that. But you got to remember, when you're in politics and you do crazy stuff and you basically tick off people, you will wake up certain people. Put yourself in the limelight out there. He could have did something good all that money he had at the end of the day. Imagine if he came up there and he was trying to basically really help people out. I'm going to take some of my money and I'm going to do this and do that and help funding and all that. Imagine what kind of person he would have been, how he much of you would have liked. His stock would have went right through the roof. Now, yeah. And now for the Trumpers at the end of the day, how you feel about Trump right now? You don't like him, do you? You just don't. You don't like him. Well, we told you. We did tell you. We did honestly tell you. You didn't listen. Didn't listen at all. We did tell you. I remember because I saw them out there. I saw a whole bunch of them out there. A whole bunch of them out there for Trump. I saw them out there. And I just looked at them and I was like, oh, these guys are freaking idiots. And now look. Whew. All right, I'm going to enjoy my screen. What the heck? And they made tracks like that. I don't see where that's going. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video on my 73-inch screen. Yes, I do go off topic from time to time and talk about a few things here and there. And I had to bring that up because, man, just knowing the fact that these guys aren't walking around with that smug face anymore. I mean, at the end of the day, they were basically trying to strip away everything to fund billionaires. Is that messed up or what? They were trying to take everything away and have it so the fact that the people make billions of dollars have to pay very little in taxes or no taxes at all. You believe how greedy that is at the end of the day. You already have money. You have more money than most people could ever imagine to have. No worries, nothing whatsoever. And you want more? You want more? See? And greed always leads to downfall at every time. It always leads to downfall every single time. Got more than you could possibly want, and it's not enough. You got to have more. I couldn't understand that type of greed. I don't get it. I don't. It's like the more I make, the more I want to give away. Because it scares me. I don't want to be around that kind of money. I never want to be around that kind of money, ever. I don't want to have that kind of money, ever. I'd rather channel it someplace else so they could do something else with it. But I don't want to have that because, it's scary. I mean, I told you, I lost my salvation over money. I don't want to lose my salvation ever again. That's why I pray and I ask the Lord that, Lord, if you ever bless me, if I'm blessed, and this company does exactly what it does, and we're on that level, please keep me level-headed. Please keep me where I put my money in places to help other people out. Keep me on that road. I don't want to be that person ever. But I couldn't imagine that type of greed. It kind of reminds me of the Roman Empire, where they were so greedy that they were full. They'd eat to their full, and they'd even throw up in these silver pots or to empty their stomachs so they can continue to eat. That is just the epitome of super greedy. That's unbelievable. Got to be that greedy. But to be so greedy that you would steal from people at the end of the day who have very little, just so you could have more. Yeah, it's a special place for those people. Very, very, very special place. Not a good place, very special place. Anyway, people, gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless.